Yo, what is up guys? What is going on? Zach or Immortal Resistance here, and welcome back to another Call of Duty video. Now, as I'm sure you guys can tell by the title of this video, we are going to be talking about the chance of Call of Duty ever returning back to the good old days. I put that in air quotes, the more you know. Will Call of Duty ever go back to the way it was in the past? These sort of fan favorite games like COD 4, World at War, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, games like that. Is there a chance Call of Duty in the future, Call of Duty 2017, 2018, and so on and so forth, will they ever go back to the simplicity that older Call of Duties were? Will we ever go back to the good old days? I feel like the best way to answer that question is with the answer somewhat. You know, Call of Duty, I feel like, will eventually return to the quote-unquote good old days, but not entirely at the same time. I really feel like the core emphasis on good old days is focusing on boots on the ground, you know, warfare without exosuits, without thrusters, without any sort of advanced movement. It's just combat on the ground, fun, good old Call of Duty, you know, crazy wall run movement system, thrusting around left and right, crazy maps that disintegrate halfway through the game. Whatever, all this crazy stuff. Will Call of Duty ever return to the days of Modern Warfare 2 and COD 4 and things like that? To the boots on the ground part, I answer yes. To the simplicity of the movement systems and then just the overall mechanics of the game, I say yes. However, where I don't see Call of Duty ever going back to is the simplicity factor of the early Call of Duties. You know, Modern Warfare 2 and the earlier Call of Duties, I know I keep referencing those games, but that really is where I'd say like the golden times of Call of Duty stand, or really where the good old days of Call of Duty are. The simplicity of those games really stands around just the overall customization of the game. Obviously, in Call of Duty nowadays, you can have crazy class setups, crazy weapons, crazy kill streaks. Everything is super complex, you know. You even just joining parties, in all honesty, on these next gen consoles, or I guess current gen consoles now, it sometimes can be a pain. But for real, like the simplicity of Modern Warfare 2, just going in and selecting your kill streaks, or even in COD 4, not even having customizable kill streaks or just crazy class setups. You know, you don't have to do any crazy challenges like 10 hip fire kills or 20 hip fire kills to unlock a certain attachment. It was just like get 20 headshots or get 75 kills with this, and you'll unlock this attachment. The simplicity of those games, I feel like, is something we probably won't be seeing in Call of Duty ever again. That's just because of the recent years. Yeah, people hate on the movement system, people hate on the game a little bit for different reasons, whether it's because certain guns are overpowered or the maps are bad or whatever. The simplicity of the original Call of Duties, the best Call of Duties, I feel like is something we probably won't see just because of how it's advanced over the years. I mean, even back in Black Ops 1 with your character creation and whatnot, how you could change the appearance of your characters in-game, that's sort of when Call of Duty really started on the up and up in terms of evolving its simplicity into more complex scenarios, right? Whereas now you have crazy supply drop gear and camos and emblems and all this stuff that you don't even get when the game first launches. You have the chance of getting it really after Black Ops 2 and everything since then. Call of Duty has just been spiraling in an advancement of simplicity. You know, it's not the simple, oh, I can just go in, throw on my silencer, hop into a game with my 3 perks, and boom, I'm ready to play. Now it's, oh, do I want to use these 2 perks in this tier, or these 2 perks in this tier, or even use a weapon at all? You know, you could just run around with a combat knife or whatever with like tons of grenades and 6 perks or whatever. So I'd definitely say the simplicity of the original Call of Duties has definitely become extinct over the years, and I really don't think we could be going back to that anytime soon. Sure, we might have boots on the ground, sure, we might have a more simple movement system, but the core mechanics of the original Call of Duties, the thing that made them so playable and so much fun and so easy to catch a fan base on, because, you know, anyone could join the game and just hop in and do well and have fun, compared to now it's all crazy class setups, figuring out what specials to use, a whole bunch of complex stuff. I really feel like the days of the simplicity of the original Call of Duties are over, and we're going to keep moving on in this advancement of more complex games. I don't know, this is just my opinion. If you guys share a different one, feel free to comment down below what it is. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say about this. Feel free to give that like button a little love tap, show your support. It is always appreciated. And if you guys are brand new to the channel and you guys like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button on your way out as well. As always, I've been Zach or Immortal Resistance, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Stay happy, stay positive, and don't forget to smile, because you are never gonna regret it. Peace out.